the interjection of white into our society came around about the 18th century, uh, during the time when we were still slaves, and that was necessary because there were a set of laws for people who were black who looked like me, and a set of laws for people who were white that looked like white folks. And so, uh, we created this false narrative. It's just like creating a false narrative that Jesus is white. You don't know what Jesus is white, but that's all we've been told all of our lives, that he is white. He might be something else, and because the Bible speaks of his woolly hair, and that reminds me of people who came from a lineage that have African ancestry, and so all of these laws were put into existence to keep us separated. So when you look at the Dred Scott case of 1857, Dred Scott versus Sanford, in that ruling, the Supreme Court ruled that we had no rights. That was Dred Scott. In the Plessy versus Ferguson case of 1896, the Supreme Court ruled that we may have legal rights, but no social rights. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't social intermingle. We understand the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment that gave you the right to vote and citizenship and protected you against segregation, in the creation of laws that were detrimental to your well-being. But Plessy versus Ferguson says that you didn't have those rights. But 56 years later, along came the 1954 Supreme Court decision, Brown versus the Board of Education, Lyndon Brown of Topeka, Kansas, that says that you have to integrate the society.